Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. There's the whistle. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Romario. Good to pay, looking to pass their way through. And he's straight offside. And it's Romario.
Hidetoshi Nakata, I think, will be an interesting player to watch in this, Peter. A great all-round midfielder who loves to just hold those central positions.
And a trailblazer, one of those modern-day playmakers, all action, covers so much ground, doesn't he? More than just a number 10.
He does. I mean, he does so many things well in his game that he's respected throughout the world.
Messi. That has been cut short. Kagawa. And it's Romario. Nakata cuts out the pass. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff is wide and looking to get onto this. It's Bale! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Conte. Now it's Messi. Now it's Ribery. And that could set him on his way. Stood up well to him there. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Romario. Romario was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Guardiola. Good to pay, yet to have an attempt on goal. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Davids. And it's Messi. Ball played for Conte. Good to pay, finding their passes. And here's Romario. Kagawa.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it real chance! Goal! And it's Algeria who take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Costa Curta. Good to pay are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Messi. This man very much flavour of the month. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Roberto Carlos. And a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Ribery. Now it's Romario. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Ribery. Gently done. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Messi. Kagawa. Bale. Now it's Bale.
Such good technique.
Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Algeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Bale puts terrific header. No mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Algeria are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a pretty loose pass. Davids.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's through here. And he's managed to get free. Nakata. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
So off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another.
Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Davids.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He's picked his way through.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others.
Bill! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Romario. Now it's Ribery. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here. Tries to... He's had a hit! Goal! The second half sparked straight into life.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Good to pay. Get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Algeria appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment at least.
The attendance
done very well to take
was
that back.
80,113.
Davids. Ruben Dias. Guardiola. And Hernandez. And he's managed to gift it back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Played in. Keeper sees it all the way. Ribery. And it's Romario. Done delicately. Nicely worked. There's no flag. Romario. Bastoni deals with that comfortably.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
In with the challenge. Romario, a player of legendary status. Hernandez, looking to get on the end of this. Hernandez. That could spell trouble. And the shot! And it's come back out to him.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And he's intervened well there. And it's Messi. Good to pay. Still have the cards to affect this game. He's got the shot away! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Osimhen. Davids.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Messi. Gets his pass away. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Osimhen. Fermin. Good to pay. Must do something here and very quickly. Look, they're... Oh no, this does not look good. And he's there to retrieve it. Chance! This is their second corner of the game.
Substitution.
Roberto Carlos plays it short.
Algeria probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Fermin. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Has a look and has a go. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hernandez. Fermin. Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that will be the final act. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of... There's a quick free kick. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he cuts out the supply. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really is every... He rises! They want to be quick to recover this. Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And Batistuta! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Ribery. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. Iniesta. Davids puts his foot on the gas. Well, that had the makings of something quite Batistuta! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ribery. Ruben Diaz. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Thunderbart! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi goes short. That is great defending, so alert. And now they can spring out of defence. Ribery. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
But a straight hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
They've played it short. Jordi Alba. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well played. Hits one! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easy.
Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Messi.
Giuseppe really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ribery takes control of it and he's on the move. Had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona get their fourth corner. Up for a header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Romario. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Van der Vaart. And now the hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's another chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Romario. Chips it through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, this looks sharp. Davids. And here's Messi. He's played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
That looks a cracking ball. Messi, and he's managed to get free. Messi! Ribery. This man very much flavour of the month. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And that interception. And Batistuta! Davids. Conte. Messi. And he's intervened well there. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
2 added minutes
Romario.
has been indicated.
Great chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. This possibly the last play of the half. Big header! And again! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Bellingham! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you? He's having a go! It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Davids. He could be in here, and he was quick to react. DiMarco. And Alexander-Arnold. That pass has been well intercepted. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
DiMarco. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Goods to pay, yet to have an attempt on goal. Quarter of an hour played. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Conte, one of the standout performers at this moment in time. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Davids. Alexander-Arnold. Davids. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Here's Rodri. DiMarco. Oh, that's a fine interception. Guardiola. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Ribéry. Conte. Now it's Neymar. Ribéry. Romario. Guardiola.
Sport Recife couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Rodri. And Alexander-Arnold. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Davids. Mbappe. Donnarumma gets it away. Adams. Rodri. Bellingham. And Alexander-Arnold. Davids goes on a run down the left wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Messi. Now it's Romario. And Romario! Oh, that was no routine save.
Romario is offering a wry smile there.
Adams gets it clear. Conte. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Ribery unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Romario. That's an excellent interception. Well, there's the clearance. DiMarco. Alexander-Arnold. And Bastoni. Rodri. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Looking here to chip it through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. So neither side has yet broken through. And it's Messi. Davids. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a throw. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Drogba. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Neymar. Neymar! Goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Gol marcado para o Sport Recife. Aos 11 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador. Camisa
Recife
7.
have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, what a ball he's in here! Good to pay, still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe!
Público presente na partida de hoje. 29.830 espectadores.
Ribery. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
DiMarco. Bellingham. And here's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, red, nice interception. Ribery. And it's Ribery. No way through there. And here's Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Guardiola. Bellingham stood his ground strongly. DiMarco going full steam ahead down the left flank. Climbs up big! And yes, it's there! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Mbappe, and he's found a way past.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's a nice ball. Hernandez. And that's a throw-in. Osimhen. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Conte. Fermin. Good read, needed to be. Neymar. DiMarco, who does have an assist to his name. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's there to belt it away. That's beautifully weighted. Donnarumma will lay claim to that.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Davids. Ruben Dias. That's Guardiola. Fermin. Romario. And Fermin.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
That's headed upfield. He's through here. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's looking to set free a runner. He is through here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Gripped to pay, perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody,
Without a
and
doubt, it
welcome
is the
to
week's
today's
most
match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Now that's well seen too. Ronaldinho. That's been cut out, well played. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to receive the ball in those little pockets of space.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Ronaldinho. Nice physical challenge. Messi. Now it's Romario. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great ball if he can get there. Adams gets across to intercept that. Ronaldinho. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Chips it through. Romario is on his own. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's hoisted clear. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Davids. Ronaldinho producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Torres. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's looking to set free a runner. Donnarumma is there to take. Still goalless. Now it's Romario. That's a sharp pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Gustepe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Ribery. And it's Messi. He could be in here.
Gustepe couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That is a great pick out. Now it's Messi. It is a corner. Good to pay with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's a nice ball. He can run onto that. Oh, super ball. Decent hit!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Guardiola. And it's Ribery. Good to pay, finding their passes. He'll try from distance. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. He has found the way through. Messi. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Davids. Ronaldinho. Messi. Hakimi. There's the shot! Good to pay. Looking to go forward now. Guardiola. Hernandez. Ribery. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
For our World Charity Fund.
There's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Mustepe are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That has ended up in no man's land. Barcelona have it back and can chance! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Over to the left. And he's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's headed upfield. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Messi. And he's running through. And it's Ronaldinho. Messi in acres of space out wide. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly.
The attendance for this match was
Your impressions so far, Jim?
72,306.
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ribery. Romario. That has been cut short.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Some resolute defending there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's had a shot! He's scored! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
substitution on the field. Number 18.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well read, nice interception. And they're back on the ball again. No luck with that dink over the top. Kimmich is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great hit! This time, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple. This is what good chemistry is all about.
Davids does really well to win the ball there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. Now there's now the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Donnarumma is there to clear. Fermin. Fermin. Hernandez makes the interception. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Romario. Osimhen.
Alexander-Arnold really added the width there thanks to his will.
That's the end. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
And now I'd just like to read
reflections
out
on what
our
you've
fan
seen, Jim?
club members who are
Well, there was a
celebrating their
distinct
birthdays
lack of
today.
clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he's being shifted off it. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this could be all about the power of Yaya Toure. When he switches to a higher gear, the rest of the team seems to follow, and his burst into the box may decide the winners and losers here.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Lobbed in behind. Gullit in acres of space out wide. Toure gets over and intercepts. Cafu. Now it's Figo. And he cuts out the supply. And the ball is out of play. And here's Gullit. That's an excellent interception. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Conte. Pass somewhat off target. Gullit. Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Davids. Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh no, what has happened here? Cafu. Figo. Goods to pay, still without a single shot on target. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Davids looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, he's found him in space. In with a header! He's scored!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Goods to pay have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Davids. Now it's Figo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Deftly done. Who played through for the wide man. Adams is there and he can pick it up. Ribery. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Let's a look and place it forward. Conte. Now it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Beckham. And it's Romario. Played into space out wide. Beckham cuts it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't.
It's Eto'o! And it's in! goes right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Cafu, just 5 minutes left until the break. Great ball, great hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, easy pickings there. Good read, needed to be. Ribery. Romario. And it's Ribery. That is good alertness. Beckham.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He can run onto that. Pinches it off him. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So, we're into the second 45. No reported change to either side during the break. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cleared without hesitation. And it's Conte. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Guardiola. Messi. And here's Romario. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Adams. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Conte. Davids. And here's Messi. Beckham. And the ball's a good... Romario! He's played it long. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Beckham. That's good vision. Now it's Figo. And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Manchester United take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Alexander-Arnold. Davids. He's got the shot away! Davids. For Romario. And he's picked out the run. Beckham. Hullet. And Hullet! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. In he goes again! Figo finds himself offside.
Substitution
Time then
in
for the
progress.
first substitution of the game. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Good to pay. Are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Vermeer. Messi. Now it's Messi.
Oh, really well played.
Osimhen. He's got away. Davids. An instinctive delivery.
Gustepe are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Pull it. Great ball if he can get there. There's the hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Vermeer. Oh, no. No circumventing this opponent.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Gets his pass away. He's in a great... And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bullet really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
The pass is intercepted. He's looking to set free a runner. He's through here. Goods to pay are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Goods to pay, claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And he whips it in. It's a mighty effort! So close to drawing level.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Yaya Toure. The final 5 minutes. He's had it taken off him.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Now it's Osimhen. Oh, he's burnt. Now the finish! They've scored! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Figo. Osimhen. Done delicately. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he welcomes it in. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. Now it's Ribery. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Maradona! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, played through for the wide man. Big chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call safe hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and the commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Alexander-Arnold, Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Ribery, and it's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Van der Vaart. First quarter of an hour gone. Goods to pay, yet to have an attempt on goal. Drogba goes in for the header! That's a half-decent try. No, he wasn't going to let him past. That has not gone well. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's lofted through here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Romario. He's got away. There's the hit! Goal! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Floated up and over. And through to the goalkeeper. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he's straight offside. Drogba. Davids. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Davids has it out wide and in space. Guti.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well read, nice interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that... Now the finish! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of
Heads it! And they've got rid. Davids wins the duel this time. Now it's Drogba. And it's Del Piero. This man very much flavour of the month. Makaleli. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is a great pick out. Oh, look at the space. Tries a shot!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And he's there to clear it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The referee's awarded a free kick. Messi. Romario. A true great in every sense of the word. He's through, now is he in? Guti. Del Piero. Looking for the run. Always onto this. Deftly away. Galatasaray have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's only too happy to take that back. Hernandez. He is through here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Hernandez picks it up out wide. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Messi goes short. Oh, he's been caught napping! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each.
So we reach the halfway point. Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And so we're off again. And that is a little undercooked. Davids. Who's on a run down the left wing. Hernandez crosses. Guti. Van der Vaart. Ruben Diaz does really well to win the ball there. Lobbed in behind. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Messi. And here's Ribéry. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that's been won straight back. Hernandez. Van der Vaart. And here's the chance to counter. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Galatasaray are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Davids, and they can counter here, and it's Messi. He's through here. Romario. Costa Curta. Maradona has created one goal already. Stood up well to him there. Conte. Some really good ball movement. And he's there to belt it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Ribery. Number 9, Romario. Coming on the
Davids.
field, number
Goods to pay.
16,
Do have options
Varane.
available on the bench
Number
if they want to go
45,
that way.
Osimhen. Substitutions
Adams.
taking place.
Azar. Galatasaray finding their passes. And Dijk gets across to intercept that. Now then, the ball's come loose. It's Drogba! It's loose, and oh, what has happened here? Has a look and plays it forward. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Osimhen. He's shifting through the gears here. Osimhen! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, what a climb! He can get that clear. And it's Conte.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
That has been knocked clear. So, third corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. This is it then, now or never. That'll be a throw. Fermin. Ruben Dias. Davids. Beckenbauer. Davids. He's in here! Azar! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Galatasaray showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Beckenbauer. Again with he's having a hit! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's their
7,
second corner of the game.
Hernandez. Coming on the field is number 5, Walker. Substitution.
Davids! Goal! Galatasaray! And the comeback is complete. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Galatasaray get themselves... Tries a header! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Gustepe might just feel they're onto something here, despite not putting that away, you know. Galatasaray can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Pass is just off target. Davids. Guardiola cuts out the pass. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And the pass is intercepted. Messi.
Well, he's certain.
And time is up. Gustepe played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
And now, please turn.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Messi. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
We all love a trial, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Now it's Haaland. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That's a little off target. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Romario.
Might want to be careful there.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Not too many have the power, or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kimmich. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more like...
Now the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
That's a nicely measured pass. Donnarumma can pick that up. That pass isn't the best. Upamecano. Now it's Haaland. David Villa. Foot in. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the shot's on here. He's got the shot away! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Göztepe have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Romario. Kimmich. And it's Nedved. It's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. David Villa. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's ambitious. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Schneider with the short one. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Now that's well seen too. Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Messi. Guardiola gets over and intercepts. Now it's Romario. He's through here. Schneider. Romario has a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Romario actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Have the chance to go the other way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Messi! And that would have been some goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Vinicius Junior, David Villa. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. David Villa had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out. Little doubt, that is a foul. Bastoni has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Kimmich. Messi. Here's Nedved. That is ended up in no man's land.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. Haaland! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter? To see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Messi. Now it's Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he's there to retrieve it. Messi. Ruben Dias. Romario. Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. He's through, now is he in? There's the hit! Has another go! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Ribéry duly reaped his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Referee has just said play on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Ruben Dias gets it away.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
He won't be happy with that one.
The attendance for this match was
He's a player who has defined the
70,987.
generation. Interesting ball. David Villa. Ribery. Now it's Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's certainly onside here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
And it's Ribery. Vinicius Junior gets across to intercept that. Conte. Ribery has found the net. Hits one! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on to replace him is number 16.
Now it's Romario. Oh, nicely intercepted. Good to pay. Do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Gustepe clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Romario. Upamecano. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Messi.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong. Well, that's poorly judged. 0 targets in the box, 0 likelihood of a conversion.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Romario. Schneider. And the counter is on. Now it's Romario. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Nicked it back promptly. And back to the keeper they go. Into the channel. Can he pull it off? Should have put that one away.
Romario was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
Belts one. And he's had it nicked away. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Fermin. They played right into his path. Caen have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Kimmich. Schneider has been caught there, it's a foul. Haaland. That looks a good ball through.
Has been indicated.
And he's in. He's had a hit! He scores! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And it's been given away. That's at the end. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and nice.